Hello, I'm Olivia from China Admissions. Today I'm excited to introduce Tere, MBBS student from Fudan University. On our China Admissions YouTube channel, Tere will share her journey on how she got accepted into Fudan University in China. And she will also share her experiences as an international student while pursuing her MBBS at Fudan. Hello Tere, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you today? How's your day today?
I'm great. I'm feeling good. Okay, Tere, before we start, could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Terezinia, but my family and friends often call me Tere. And I'm fourth year of medical students in Fudan University, Shanghai Medical College. And right now, because of summer holiday, I'm staying in my parents' house in Dili, Timor-Leste or East Timor. So for those who don't know where is East Timor, because my country is very least visited country in the world. So let me introduce a bit about my country. So my country is the newest country in 20th century, just got independence in 2002, and also the newest member of ASEAN, and it located between Indonesia and Australia. And fun fact about me is that I can speak five languages. I can speak Indonesian, Tetum, Portuguese, Chinese, and also English. And I'm very excited to be here to share my own experience on how I got admitted as a medical student in one of the most prestigious university in China and in the world, Fudan University. Yeah.
That's very good profile, Tere. Okay, could you please explain why did you choose study for MBBS at Fudan University?
So first of all, become doctor is one of my dreams since I was child. Because like in my country, there's a lack of professional doctors. We often hire doctors from Cuba, China, and Indonesia. Therefore, I think that I must become one of the greatest doctor in my country. Since I am in I was in high school, I always search which university or which country that provide best medical college for students, for medical students. And based on my research, one of the country that I got is the China. And after that, I tried to search which one is the most prestigious university in China. So at the time, I found three university is Tsinghua University, Peking University, and Fudan University. But I don't know why Fudan University caught my eye. And then I tried to research about Fudan University, and I found that Fudan University is top tier university in China and in the world. And if we graduate from this university, we got international recognition, which means that we can work not in only in China, but also in other countries like UK or like America. Because like my seniors in EBS, like all of them, they are doing their residency in UK. So I think that studying in Fudan University is really good choice for me.
Okay, could you please share step-by-step process of applying to MBBS at Fudan University? Can you share to the audience about that?
So Fudan University, when I researched on their website, they also share that they offer a lot of scholarship. Therefore, in this program, I choose scholarship students in CSC, China Scholarship Council. So the first step is that I check the Chinese embassy in my country whether they already opened the scholarship program. And on 2019, I applied to the CSC, like the China Study in China website. I create an account. This account, like, will be our important and our crucial account that whether we got this scholarship or not. So I fill the account in Study in China, and after I fill the application form, I also like apply to our government because like this scholarship, we have the connection between our government and Chinese embassy. So I have to prepare a lot of documents, like from legalization of like transcript of my academic record, and then my study plan for the future if I get admitted to the Fudan or whether university that I choose to study in China. And then I also like legalize the documents such as like my experience. Like I attend a lot of international conferences. I attend a lot of student council in the country, so I just upload all of them to be one of my preferences. And then also the very important step is the medical checkup. So if you want to apply to the scholarship, medical checkup is one of the most important because if you want to get the scholarship, you have to be in good health. And then we fill the form, as I mentioned before, get an account. And then in the form, we choose three university. So as I researched already in my, when I was senior high school, Fudan University was my first choice. And the second one, if I'm not mistaken, is Nanjing Medical College. And then the third one is China Medical University. And then I think Fudan chose me because first I chose them first as my first choices. And then the second one is on my study plan. I write a lot about my own experience on how my country is suffering from from malpractice, from the lack of doctors in my country. So I want to become reliable and professional doctor in the future. When I study in Fudan University, I hope I got cum laude. I think that is the main point why Fudan University chose me. And then if I pass the document selection, we have an interview. We have interview with our embassy, and at that time, I prepared very well during the interview. And then they also mentioned that Fudan University is one of the most prestigious university in China. So it's very hard to admitted to this university. And I remember that one of the interviewer, his parents once are alumni from Fudan University. So we talk about Fudan University a lot. So after pass the interview, we have to apply the visa. So we have to know which visa that we have to apply. So at the time I apply for X1 visa. So X1 visa is the visa that apply for students that we study in China for more than 180 days, if I'm not mistaken. And after that, I came to. And then first, because I have zero Chinese at all. I only know how to say ni hao, xie xie. So because I have zero Chinese, I have to study 1 year extensive Chinese language in Jilin University so that I can got HSK5 and admitted to Fudan University because one of the requirements is to pass HSK5 and pass the exams of the entrance exams. That's all, step by step. I think, did you get it? What I mean?
Yeah, sure. Wow, that's kind of long journey. So people, if you wanna apply for MBBS student and need help, maybe you can like check our platform, China Admission. Okay, what are the requirements? Can you share what kind of profile that Fudan University is looking for? Is there any like a specific eligibility criteria? So yeah.
For the general eligibility, I think like we have to have a good record of our academic. So we have to have a good score in science, especially in biology, chemistry, and math, because it's a base knowledge base of medical study. Yeah? And then also we have to have our high school diploma or maybe other than that, the equivalent from that. And then from because Fudan University offered two language, like we can choose Chinese as our major, or you can choose English. So if you choose your major as Chinese, you have to got HSK5 exams with the point. The lower one is 210 HSK5. And then for those who study in English, so I think it's IELTS and 12 is one of the requirements. And then of course we have to get the good health. So when I first time when I came back, like because of COVID, and then I did the online classes. I came back to China at the time 2022. Even though I already did my medical checkup in my country, East Timor or Timor Leste, but after I got there, I have to do another medical checkup. So yeah, medical checkup is very important before I got to the university. And then for the specific requirement, I think because I'm a scholarship student, I need to pass the exam such as math, chemistry, and Chinese medicine. And also, I have to pass the SSK5. Yeah, SSK5 with the lowest score is 210. Yeah, for the profile, I think, as we all know, that Fudan University is one of the most prestigious university in China. So their academic, like they require academic excellence for those who want to study in there. Like because Chinese students, because I have a lot of Chinese students, Chinese friends, they told me that doing the Gaokao exam, entrance exam, is very hard to get admitted to Fudan University. They have to get the highest score, and then if they want to get the medical, I mean that got to the medical school, the score is very higher. So like the difference between the Tsinghua, Beijing, Peking University and Fudan University is slightly different, but it's like almost the same. So I think academic excellence is very important, and I think that during our secondary school or college, during like secondary school, we have to have like good grades, of course, and then we have to have the basic knowledge, like good basic knowledge in math, chemistry, and biology. And then also, we also need to have the motivation on why we study medicine. Because study medicine is study like if we have to study for a lifetime. Because I asked one of my Chinese friend, one of my best friend, she's from Shenzhen, one of the like province in China. She told me that if they like graduate from this bachelor degree 5 years, they have to study again before they go to the hospital. So it's really like for university, you really need like our motivation on how we can, study in their school. That's why Fudan University also require us to do our personal statement or study plan for the future. And I remember that at the time I mentioned a lot about Fudan University, and that's why I think why they chose me because I have a strong motivation based on my experience, based on my country, and based on my prospect future. That's why they chose me. Yeah, I guess. And also the last thing is the communication skills because as a professional physician like doctor, we have a great communication skill with the patients. Yeah, so it's a great. And then even though we study MBBS in China using English, but it's very recommend like it's very very important to study Chinese as your basic language because if we go to the hospital, we have to communicate with the like patient that as you know the Chinese people they don't know how to speak English very well, so we have to put effort on it. And then most of the like Laoren old people they speak they're like Shanghainese, like their like mother language. So it's very hard for us also. So I think that yeah, we need to like start like put our effort on study medicine in China.
I see. Wow, that's very long journey. Like, how about like entrance test, like the entrance exam? Could you please elaborate more? Is it tough? Is it difficult?
So for the entrance exam, so we prepare 1 year, not 1 year, maybe 10 months. In like they put us in the specific university. Back then, I was a Jilin University student, 2019 until 2020. So I start studying Chinese language in Jilin University. Besides study Chinese language, I also study math, chemistry, and Chinese medicine. So during 1 year, we not only study about Chinese language, but we also study math in Chinese, chemistry in Chinese. But I think it's not that hard. I think everything in this world, like if we put effort, if we study hard, diligent, I think everything will be okay. So during the entrance exam, I was so afraid. Oh my God, I have to pass this exam in Chinese, the math in Chinese. Like, how can I do? So it's very important to us to find our study like our way to study, like our like time management on how we study, on how we play. Like we cannot mix up together. So at that time when I first time I study math and chemistry in Chinese, like oh my god, what is this? I don't know at all. But I try to approach to my teacher every day. Every day I always approach to my teacher to teach me again. And then I also approach to like one another international students that they have good basic knowledge in math or chemistry, so they teach me again. And then during the 1 year preparation, I study a lot. I didn't have time to play. I just study math and chemistry. And at the end of the day, I passed the exam. So after I passed the exam of math, chemistry, and Chinese medicine, I have to like Fudan University require us to do the interview. Back then, because of COVID, as you know, I was in a country at that time. So at that time, suddenly, like my home, the light is cut off, and then I have to do the interview in the darkness. But it was fine. The teacher is very great. I did the interview with the teacher. They asked me how I do, how I study, how I prepare to admit to Fudan University. I think that was fun experience. So for you guys, if you think that Chinese is hard, study chemistry in Chinese is hard, math is hard, no, it's not that hard. As long as you have like your motivation to study, as long as you put your effort on it, I think it's good. It's okay.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so like if you can do that, Tere can do that, so other friends from all around the world can do the same too. Thank you. Maybe like can you please share about the specific documents? Maybe we need to recap like what kind of documents that we need to submit if you want to apply for MBBS.
So it's very important to like contact the university directly because like you can go to the Fudan University website. In there are a lot of like resources on how to like apply to this major MBBS. It's very important, guys. That is the first thing you have to do. But here I'm just sharing my own experience. So the basic, like the specific document, the first one is our transcript academic record. We have to transcribe it to English or Chinese. At the time, I transcribe it in English in our Ministry of Education here. So they have stamp. So it's very important to legalize your document before you got to Sudan. Even though, like, if you got the transcript to English, but you don't have the stamp of your Ministry of Education, the legalization. So I think it's nothing. So it's very important to do that. And then the second one is to complete the application form. The application form we can find in Fudan in the website of the university. There's a lot in there about media students, and then also about the letters of recommendation. It's very important to have the letters of recommendation. So letters of recommendation usually we got from our teachers, our professor, like our teachers from senior high school, or people that well known. It's like as a supplement document for us to put the university. Oh, okay, this student is good student because from their professors say that blah 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 blah. So it's very important. And then also the personal essay or personal statement or study plan. As I mentioned before, when I applied to the university, I also write an essay about maybe 500 words, and I said a lot about why they have to choose me to become one of the students, because I also mentioned about my experience here, how my country like dealing with the doctors here and a professional like jobs here, like so many things. And then medical record is very important. Even though we already did the medical record in our country, but once we go to China, we have to do another medical record. And then it's very important to have, like, if we choose English as our major, MBBS in English, teaching language, taught proficiency. So we have to got the IELTS and 12, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And then at that time, I also attached my IELTS certificate. But because of I choose my major in Chinese, MBBS in Chinese, so I have to give the university HSK 5. HSK 5 with the lower point is 210. If you pass the HSK 5, but your score is not 210, so you have to do again until you got the point. After that, the interview. For university, love to do interview for international students. So yeah, I think that's all.
What's the minimum requirement for the IELTS test?
For the IELTS test, at the time, I have broken English, guys. So I only have 7 points. That's all. But I don't know the specific requirement. But
That's
because
amazing. Score.
no, no. My IELTS, like at the time, my English at the time is very broke. I think today, like nowadays, currently also, but because I study Chinese as my major, so my English, yeah, not improved a
Now
lot.
you're doing
I
great.
think,
You're
yeah,
really
thank you. I think for the IELTS, at least you have 6.5 or 6 is okay. But even though if you get admitted to the Fudan University, even though you choose English as your major, it's very important to know the basic language, guys. Basic language in Chinese. Because all people there, they know, like, they don't know, like, the majority didn't know how to speak English very well. So it has to put effort and study in their country. But if you want to study there, it's really great opportunity for us. You got to the one of the top university in the world and in China, and you also have the international recognition. So it's okay.
Okay, wow, nice experience. So I want to know more about your student life during your study in Sudan.
My student life. So yeah, as a medical student, I think it's the same thing all over the world. I think we study hard and play hard. That is my motivation every day. So how I start my day. So once I become a Fudan University student, I got mesmerized. Oh my God, I got to one of the most prestigious university in China and in the world. And I got admitted to the top three medical college in China. So what I have to do, I know that all my classmates are the top tier students in their school. And then I come from very least unknown country, East Timor, like very undeveloped country in the world. So what things I need to do to overcome this? So every day I start my day, I wake up at 6 o'clock, 6:30, and then I have breakfast, and then 7:30 I go to campus to the class, and then after that, after class, I have lunch and continue again to have class in the afternoon. If I don't have class in the afternoon, I directly go to the library. So yeah, library is my second home. Every day I stay in library until it closes. So we also include university. The facility is very great, guys. So we have the very like high developed like, library books over there, so many, and we also have like our study place that open 24 hours. So if I study in library until it closed, I usually if I didn't satisfy for from what I studied today, I usually continue my study in the B1. So in the underground, we have like a study section, study room for students. And after that, I usually go to bed at 12, no, not 12, 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock. And then, yeah. And then because like in my dormitory, we have kitchen. So usually I just cook by myself. Because why? Because I just love to cook my own food, because if every day I eat in canteen, I think it's waste of money. And then I have to put some money, save some money, because during the summer holiday or spring holiday, I need to go to like other province in China to go holiday. So yeah. And after that, during the weekend, even though I have free time, I have, as I mentioned before, study hard, play hard. So during the weekend, usually me and my friend, we usually go like strolling around the mall. We go to buy some stuff. We go to bioscope, and we love to go to the ancient town in China. In Shanghai, there we have two ancient towns. So usually, if I have time, I usually go to the ancient town. I wear the costume, take a picture, just forget everything that I study in the school. And after that, after got back home, start to study again for tomorrow class. That's all my study life. Like study, eat, and have free time. Go outside, like go play with my friends, like that.
Can you share your best experience? Maybe student activities, maybe like doing internship or networking session or something like that?
So my best experience in Fudan, I think every day when I wake up, oh, I'm a student in Fudan University. I think it's one of my big experience because I can get like one of my dreams to be like to get like at least I like study in one of the best university in the world, and Fudan is one of it. So yeah, it's one of my best experience. It's everyday experience. But for university, they offer a lot of extracurricular activities. They have like cultural festival, and they have like international competition. So last year, I participate one of the competition that held by Fudan University. It's called YICGG. So it's one of the competition that Fudan University do every year. So last year we went to Dali prefecture in Yunnan, China. Is very good. I mean that the activity was very, very good. I got to know a lot of students that come from a lot of different countries. I get to know people like I remember that one participant that came along from the Lebanon come to China by herself, and I asked her, so how do you know this competition? Like like held by Fudan. So she mentioned that she knows from her friend, and then both of them they did the proposal and they win and they got past the proposal and come to the Dali and did the competition. So YCGG, and then this year YCGG they do in Budapest, Hungary. So yeah, because this year I want to apply to no maybe next year because I have like during 2 years I haven't come to my country. I haven't with my parents for 2 years. So I need to come back here. Maybe next year I'm going to attend this competition again. Why? Other than that, cultural festival, so just on April, so in Fudan University Medical College, so we did our cultural festival in there. I'm very happy because I get the opportunity to introduce our country East Timor to the world and to the China. So we were wearing our traditional costume. We also cook our traditional food. We also put some poster that introduce about my country. So it's one of my best experience because like me, I as a little ambassador in China, in China in my university, I can have opportunity to share to the world about my country. And also okay, one thing is that the last thing is that when the Fudan University, they open to have trip in Hangzhou. So Hangzhou is very good. I get to know a lot of people. I get to know Kak Alifia as well. It's very good there. And then Hangzhou, met a lot of I thought that because in medical college in Fudan University, we don't have a lot of international students. Because like for medical students in Fudan University, we have separate campus. We have in Handan, we have in Pengling, and then for the main campus in Handan. So when I went to the Hangzhou and I saw, oh my God, Fudan University actually have plenty of international students. So I'm happy about that. I can share my thoughts, my experience with people around there. So it's one of my best experience.
Yeah, that's very nice experience that you can network, meet a lot of friends from different background, different countries. That's amazing. Like, can you give some tips for people around the world who want to study MBBS at Fudan University?
Yes, of course. First of all, you have to know that Fudan University is one of the most prestigious university and top tier university internationally. In China as well, is one of the most well-known university in China. So if you want to apply to the university, so before applying, we have to know that the international application for new students is different from the domestic students. So international students usually open earlier than the domestic students. So it's very important for you guys to check the website in Fudan University to see the requirement on when start to apply the admission, and then also need to like because like for the university we have to taught in languages. We have Chinese and English. So if you want to choose in English, at least you have IELTS and 12 is very important for you. And then if in Chinese, you guys have to got the HSK 5 with the lowest score to 210 points. And then we need to contact the admission office. And for your information, our admission office, ISO, International Students Office, they are very helpful guys. I usually I contact them like they always reply me very 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 fast. They just I email to my ISO 1 hour before, and they just got reply, and they're very, very good. And then they're very helpful for us as students if you want to seek their help. And then, okay, because the university also offer a lot of scholarship, okay, guys, a lot of scholarship. So you have to find a way in your country on how you can apply a scholarship through embassy or directly to the university or to the province. So for my experience, I applied through my embassy, and then the embassies like they do the documentation like my file, my previous like transcript, high school record, and after that I got passed and I got interview, and then I come to Fudan. Other than that, I know that because my major MBBS in Chinese, but I also have one friend, they're MBBS in English, but they also have the scholarship as well. So I asked them that they apply as Shanghai scholarship, not China Scholarship Council. So if you have a chance, you can search the Shanghai scholarship and got to MBBS as the English teaching proficiency English. Yeah. And then during the application process, yeah, I think that it's very important for us to do the personal statement or study plan because Fudan University really wants to know us why we have to choose them, why we have to choose these students. We have to write our motivation, why we are considered to be one of the students. Because once you get to Fudan, you will have a good opportunity in your next career. You can go to work around the world, and your graduate like you have the international recognition. So yeah, it's very like that.
I see. Okay, the last question. Why do you think people should choose Fudan University for study MBBS?
So first of all, before I was admitted to one of the students in the university, the first thing is because as I mentioned every time is that Fudan University is one of the most prestigious university and the top tier university in China in the world. And then if you graduate from the university, you have international recognition. And then after I became students in Fudan University, I'm very happy because first our ISO, our international office, our teacher, they are very helpful, they are very caring, they are very professional. And then for the university also we have the best advanced library, we have the advanced clinical laboratory, so it's very good. And then speaking of MBBS students for the university, we have a very advanced affiliated hospital in Shanghai. So one of the most well-known hospital in Shanghai is affiliated with the Fudan University. And then what else? I think, and then about the teaching method, teaching materials, the university always offer like best, like the easiest way on how us to study medicine because on my experience as Chinese students, I mean because my MBBS in Chinese, I think people might think that oh my god to study Chinese and you study medicine in Chinese, it's not that hard. It's that hard. Yeah, it's very hard of course. That because we didn't have like their best offer for us. Like in our in MBBS, I mean BBS in Chinese, we have the BG bin. BG bin is like notebook from our senior that gave to us, and then we have a lot of past paper, and then we have a lot of free books that we can attach. We can get from the Baidu Wampang, like one of the like Google Drive in China, like that. So it's very easy. It's very good for us, easiest way for us to study medicine in Fudan MBBS as an MBBS student. So MBBS student in China in Fudan University is very fun, guys. You don't have to be worried about your life. If you study MBBS students in China, that you choose English as your language. I heard that every semester because the difference between Chinese and English MBBS is that in my course we have five years, but in English they have 6 years. So The difference is that every semester I have 10 classes, 12 classes, and 30 classes maximum. But for the English style teaching method in MBBS, they always have 5 or 3. So it's very chill. Yeah.
So in total, how long the duration of the program?
So in total, it's different from MBBS in Chinese and English. So because I joined with the Chinese students, we have 5 years. So for 4 years, like in like studying class, go to lab, and sometimes go to the hospital. And the last year, 5th year, is when we did the internship. So we did the internship because we don't have 3 affiliated hospital. If you got one, become one of the like students, or yeah, in one of those hospital, you have the internship during full 1 year. So you can also like, because in China, in Fudan University, the good thing is that you can interact with the patients directly. So it's very important for us to know the basic language of Chinese. And then for the MBBS in English, they have 6 years. So 5 years of doing the like teach like classes in the school in the school, or they go to the lab. And the last 6 years they do the doing the internship. It's same, but different just a year, because in 5 years teaching program, the class is is very, very a lot in one semester. We have got to have 10 classes, 12 classes, but in English often they have 5 or 6 classes, so it's very chill.
I see. Okay. Is that include with a Chinese language program for a year or without?
Pardon, I don't
Like
understand.
something
Yeah. Oh yeah.
language or not? Ah,
No,
that's
no, no,
include.
no, 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 not
Good.
include. So for the Chinese language, we have, so in total, I have studied 6 years. 1 year in like study language, but student university allocate me to different university, not different university. So I study Jilin University. After pass the exam, pass the interview, and have the certificate of HSK exam with point 110 below 10. And then after that, first year in Fudan, in Handan, first year is in Handan, because Fudan have four campus, one in Handan. So first year I did because it was online classes. Also for those who want to study MBBS in Fudan, so 1 year they have to study in Handan, the main campus, the big one. And the second year they move to Fengling. The Fengling is like specifically especially for those who study medicine. Yeah. So for your information, why our medical college named Fudan University Shanghai Medical College. So Shanghai Medical College and Fudan University once different school, but 2001 2000 they like joined together, and like Shanghai Medical College joined to Fudan University and became one of the university.
Wow, what a long journey. And then it seems like
Yeah,
really for
yeah,
studying, right?
yeah,
Okay, thank
yeah.
you. See you on our next video.